are underway in Buffalo. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Dolphins take over first down again at their own 27.
Here we go. Set. Black open. Yes, yes.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Keenum now to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. That's taken on the 25. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Room here, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
On 1st down, Keenum. And Dick puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. First down, here's the run with Cook.
They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. The Bills at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's Keenum. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down. They run here with Singletary. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the Dolphins' 3-yard line.
They'll run for it with Cook. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. These 2 teams all tied after 1. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Wilson's got it complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
And going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill 59 yards.
And the Dolphins have moved out in front.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll run it. Here's Cook, and he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll try the air now with Keenum.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the 1st down.
Jerome Baker there on the tackle. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo.
They run it again with Cook. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st down, Keenum. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Here's Keenum to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit.
From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On the double.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, just like last play. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Okay, right? Hey, check Reagan. Watch the stick. Ready?
On first down, Tagovailoa. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Well, now they'll try the end around. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need him right now because they're trailing.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him a gain at 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. To throw is Keenum.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Singletary, they'll run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Tua, the final shot before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any? Oh, Keenum has it knocked away. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Down.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. That is intercepted at the goal. And oh, he coughs up the football near his own goal line. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Keenum. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
To throw again on 2nd down. Keenum. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Keenum now to throw. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now Hill to return it. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he's got some space here.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Tua.
Open man is Waddle, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Tua. Looking deep for Hilton.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Teron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw, Keenum. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On the move past the 40. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Pass on for the extra point.
He's got it, and it's 24-17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22.
Noah Higginbotham on the return. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Brought down by Ed Oliver.
It's now 2nd and 6.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
They hand it off to Mostert. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards, good enough for a first. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, it's Keenum. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And no sweat. He puts it through. And we are tied here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
And a decent little gain puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. That one goes for 8 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Cook up the gut. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Keenum. back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills have taken the lead here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And some room to work. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 149 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. Looking deep for Hilton. Touchdown! T.Y. Hilton, 46 yards. And the Dolphins have taken a fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the middle with Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Cook again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 36 yards on the play. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop. To throw is Keenum. And oh no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Keenum. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
And